Hey guys, it's Ronnie from Green Light Bites, and I wanted to bring you along on a little bit of a journey as I attempt to make sunflower seed butter for the very first time. So this might be interesting.
All right, guys, here's what we got. So in my trusty, dirty food processor, we have 8 ounces or 227 grams of roasted, unsalted sunflower seeds. Now you can see how cheap they were, $1.50. I'm pretty sure I got these at Big Lots or Odd Lots or one of the, so they're fairly available anywhere, and it's going to be way cheaper than buying, this was my logic anyway, sun butter, which is awfully hard to find and actually pretty expensive when you do. So alongside of my sunflower seeds, I also have a little bit of honey because I'm thinking it may need some sweetness, but I'm not going to add it until I decide it does. And then a little bit of salt, again, because I did buy, that's kosher salt. I know it's glaring at you, but I did buy unsalted. You could buy salted sunflower seeds, but then you can't control the amount of salt. So right now in the food processor is just the sunflower seeds. So I'm going to put the lid on this bad boy and we're going to start to process this. Okay guys, at this point I am just pulsing, and you can see they're starting to get chopped up. Do you see that? But it's not kind of forming into anything yet, so I'm going to keep pulsing. Okay, after a few more pulses, I let it run for 30 seconds, and you can see it's starting to kind of work its way up the sides and kind of form into, like the oils are coming out, and it's starting to form into something here. So I'm going to, again, put the top back on. I'm going to scrape down the sides with my trusty spatula, and then I'm going to let it run for a good minute and see how it looks after that. Okay, I don't think I quite lasted a minute, maybe 45 seconds, and you could see it's starting to work its way up the sides, and I'm gonna have to scrape down. So I'm gonna probably do this technique a few more times where as soon as I realize that nothing is being processed, I'll stop it, scrape down the sides with a spatula, turn it back on until that happens again. I only had to do my scrape down technique twice, and then I'm starting to get this ball, this mass of dry sun butter. So I was trying to avoid adding oil. I wanted to see if I can get the natural oils to do it, but I might add a little. We'll see. I'm going to scrape down this one more time and add about a tablespoon of honey, which will give it a little bit of a liquid, and a pinch or two of salt. So I'm going to run this around. I'm going to scrape in there and get everything off the sides and make sure it's not sticking on this bottom here. See how that, you want to get all that up with the spatula. And I'm going to run it again and let the ball form again, and then we'll assess if we need a little bit of oil in there. We are looking good. Kind of a mass of nut butter. It is a little thick, definitely not kind of spreadable like, just the consistency of a nut butter should be, but it tastes, let me see if I get it, really good. Just that little bit of honey added a great sweetness. So I'm going to actually add a little bit of oil. Now I'm choosing to use coconut oil for this because I only really have coconut oil or olive oil, and I just think olive oil would be too strong. And I'm thinking the sweetness of the coconut oil might actually add kind of a fun flavor. So I know not everybody's a coconut oil fan. You could use whatever canola, whatever oil really you want to do, but I'm not a big fan of this consistency. So I added my tablespoon of oil. I'm going to mash this up with my spatula, spread it around, and do hopefully one last processing round. It is creamy sun butter. It went with that little bit of oil. It definitely went around the processor a little bit smoother and easier. I might run it through one more time. It's still a little kind of gritty. I'm going to run it maybe another minute just to see how smooth I can get it. I let it run while I was getting the jar for about 2 minutes, and oh my gosh, look at that. It came out super creamy. Okay, I'm going to jar it with you. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Sun butter. So much cheaper, so much healthier. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. Most sun butters, I think, are pretty good brands. They don't add a lot of stuff. But it's good to know that you can make it on your own. So if you see roasted, unsalted sunflower seeds for the cheap, buy them, spend a couple minutes with your food processor, and ba-bam, sun butter. Awesome. All right, I'm going to go get an apple. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. And for some more light ideas, check out greenlightbites.com. And I hope to share some more of my experiments with you. All right. Have a great day.